Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense.
Welcome to episode 116 of the Department of Defense. Joining me, as always, is Carlo.
Yeah, I'm here.
And nobody else.
Well,
just crickets.
Well,
Just crickets.
in my case, I just had nowhere else to hide, like everybody else. Everybody else could have like somewhere else to hide, but you know where I am. So
That, I know. I can track you down and force you to do things, Carlos. That is a thing I can do.
Yeah.
So before we get too deep into what's going on today, I just want to give a shout out and let everyone know that this week's episode of the Department of Defense is brought to you by our Black Belt patrons, Zach Zablosky and Dale Littlejohn.
You guys are awesome.
These guys are awesome. But we also have a bunch of other patrons, and you guys are also awesome. So just remember that you are also awesome. So you could become awesome too by heading on over to patreon.com/blindninjastudios or hitting the patron link at the bottom of our homepage at blindninjastudios.com. And even just $1 a month, that gives you access to our patron-only podcast, which is pretty entertaining. It's kind of a slice of life type deal where we just kind of take the recorder on the road with us, and you get a glimpse into the behind the scenes of how all this works. So yeah, Carlos, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I finally got my lawnmower fixed. All right, so it's May 17th right now.
Yeah.
And so our lawn had been mowed for a while, and about it must have been 2 months right after we went to the comic convention. The Monday after, I wanted to mow the lawn because it was getting pretty bad, and my lawnmower wouldn't start. So that's bad, of course. So I had to go bring it in to get it repaired, and eventually got it back. And earlier this week, I finally got it mowed, which was nice. And I only had to spend half the cost of my lawnmower to get fixed, so that was good. But unfortunately, in the meantime, I had to get the old gas out of there because I wanted to try to see if I could get some fresh gas in there, get to start, and that didn't work. But like I had Casey pick up a gas can for me so I could get some fresh gas in there.
I specified cheap gas cans.
Yes. But that was not a gas can designed to put gas in tanks. It was designed to splash gas on your hands.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm entirely sure. I tried to seal it on there, go try to dump it, and it leaks everywhere. It was leaking everywhere around everywhere that was not the nozzle. Then when I took the nozzle off after filling it up, it had stored gas in the nozzle, splashing it all over my hands. And luckily, Casey texted me saying that it's a good thing I wasn't a smoker. It also had a side effect because I had to store it in my trunk. That lasted for a day before I realized that was a horrible idea.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. Why would you do that?
It was not safe probably for the next 4 days to start my car or anything. I probably should not have started my car like that at all just because the fumes were so strong, even after taking it out after only 18 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And even now, my car smells of gas. Stale, sour, sick gas. Not normal gas, just horrible gas.
That's funny.
Yeah, so but hey, it's probably not as dangerous anymore as long as my windows are down.
Carlos, it might still be dangerous, just a little dangerous.
Well, it's as long as my windows are down, I'm not in danger of dying from inhaling it.
Oh, okay.
So there's
that's good. There is that.
I think the fire problem is no longer there.
That's good. I'm glad the fire problem's no longer there. Did you try
I was
lighting a match?
I was a little worried. No, I was a little worried though. I was going to pop my trunk to take the can out. It was like, should I be doing this? Should I press the button and run away? I was a little worried because what if that set it off? That would have been bad. I need my car.
Were you really worried about that?
Not really, but I was like, yeah, I wonder if that will happen.
Carlos,
it didn't happen though.
You sometimes just make me go, huh.
Yeah. It could have happened though because that was pretty strong.
Yeah. So what else have you been up to this week?
Not too much.
Nothing?
Yeah. I suppose did we talk about we got a new TV, right? Did we talk about it on the last episode?
I think so. Yeah. Maybe. I don't remember. It wasn't that big of an event, Carlos.
No,
we got a new TV.
Oh yeah, we talked about
the bigger event was getting rid of the old TV. that was the exciting thing
Yeah.
because we moved it. I kind of on a day like today where it was thunderstormy and terrible out. And
Yeah, we talked about that.
yeah, I think we did. This week I didn't really do much this week, to be honest. We played some D&D, and that's really about it.
Yeah.
Nothing terribly exciting.
Always fun playing some D&D.
Yeah, well, I feel a little bad for like every month we put out like the big file for our patrons, and so I got to cut together a big file this time because we've been doing it in separate chunks.
Yeah.
So I got to get that out to him yet. So I'm debating if I should do it now and just do or wait until the third chunk is done and do it all as one big thing. I think I'm going to do it all as one big thing.
All right.
But
You don't want to do like it 3 separate times?
no, I'd like to have it as one continuous file. That'd be kind of nice. Other than that, I worked on some website stuff this weekend, and then I accidentally started drinking.
Accidentally.
It was totally accidental. Miles came over to do some homebrew bound, and one thing led, and 2 more people showed up that I didn't know were coming, and so one thing led to another, and beers were had, and then somebody suggested, "Hey, let's go walk around in the park and drink beer," and I'm like, "This is a great idea." So we did that, and then somebody was like, "Hey, we should go get some food and drink beer," and so we did that, and then somebody was like, "Hey, we have a homebrew club meeting at Rush River, so you should come and hang out in the tap room." I'm like, "This is a great idea." So I went and did that. All told, I think there was 10 plus beers consumed throughout the day, and then walked home and ordered a pizza, had 1 piece, and was like, I went to bed.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
It was a nice day outside yesterday.
It was beautiful. It was supposed to be all stormy and stuff, but it didn't.
Yeah,
So-
that became today instead of like today. I think the days got switched around.
No, it was supposed to be stormy
Oh, yeah?
today as well. Yeah. But that's okay. I was supposed to go camping this weekend. Kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah.
But it would have gotten rained out the entire time.
Yeah.
I bought a barrel, a 5-gallon wooden barrel that used to have whiskey in it yesterday on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. that was a purchase.
Were
That
you
happened.
drunk at the time?
Maybe. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to, Carlos. But yeah, it was. But we're gonna put beer in it, so it'll be okay.
Well, hopefully the beer turns out. Like, can you only use the barrel once?
No.
So-
We can probably get 3 to 4 stouts out of it, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna put sours in it
Can you just keep putting sours in it after
Uh-huh.
that? All right.
for a while at least.
Before it just goes bad.
Yeah. But yeah, no sours. Sours should be good. Yeah, other than that, not a whole lot going on my end. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Played some Wii.
Yeah.
Rocking that Mario Kart.
I know you were playing some Splat a little bit, or Splatoon.
Split. No, that was last week.
Yeah,
last Saturday.
Oh, it's not a little ongoing beta or whatever.
No, they do it was like an hour at a time in like just weird increments.
Yeah.
It was really just
Yeah,
odd.
it was odd for everybody. I heard a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I got a chance to play it once. I'm really excited for it to come out. I only got to wait like another week. So we'll start doing Console Cowboys again, and we'll talk about that. So
I did enjoy some Mario Kart 8 though, and then you got the DLC for it.
I did. Playing as Link is awesome on his Hyrule motorcycle.
I was playing the villager from Animal Crossing, the mayor, the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also put him in in Super Smash Brothers.
What's his special power? Does he just does the raccoon just
He
come
is
and beat him up
no.
and collect?
He's really creepy, like the villager. And it's just been like that back when the last Animal Crossing came out. They were playing up on the internet like how creepy he is, and then
Mhm.
with him being released in all these other games, it's just been turned up a lot on the internet. So that's been great.
Oh man, Carlos, I got to tell, I totally forgot about this, and it was kind of the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
So this week, there was not 1, not 2, but 5 new episodes of Girl Meets World.
Oh God.
Yep. Mr. Feeney shows up in 2 of them.
Oh God.
Will Friedle shows up in 1, which is Eric.
Was it the best episode?
It kind of was. It's a tie between that one and the one where Sean is also in.
Oh, yeah.
So Sean, Corey, and Topanga, they go back to their home, like back to Philadelphia, to dig up a time capsule that they buried 15 years later, or 15 years earlier, and like it was in, for some reason they buried it in Mr. Feeney's backyard, and they didn't tell him that they were gonna dig it up, and so Mr. Feeney comes out and yells at them, and like it was a very nostalgic episode. And I don't know if you remember the story arc in, I think it was like season 4 or season 5, where Corey goes to a ski lodge and sits up talking all night to Linda Cardellini.
Yeah.
And then she writes a letter and sticks it in his bag, and Topanga finds it. It's a whole ordeal. Well, guess what Topanga put in that box? That letter.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that was been awkward.
It was, because Corey starts reading it and he's like, Topanga, I don't understand. Why is this a bad thing? And then Sean's like, she didn't write it.
Wow.
It was
How
pretty good.
old is Mr. Feeney now?
William Daniels, I want to say he's upper 80s, lower 90s.
He must have been looking pretty old in that episode then.
Yeah, well, I mean, he looks Mr. Feeney old.
Yeah.
He's 88.
Yeah.
He is 88 years old. But yeah, no, he's definitely looking old. But it's okay because he's Mr. Feeney.
Yeah.
And there was one thing that made me really upset.
Oh, what?
The girls tried to do a Feeney call. Nobody could do a Feeney call but Eric Matthews. Okay? But we didn't. But Eric showed up as Plays with Squirrels.
He did.
Yep, and he was elected mayor of a town on the border of Canada.
In Canada or on America?
In America,
All right.
but on the border of between America and Canada. And yeah, and the town was called Saint Upid. Yeah.
Wow, that was clever right there.
Right. Eric is the mayor of Stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It was fun. The season 2 is shaping up to be a lot better than season 1, but it's still fun, mostly because I get really nostalgic for 90s shows, and yeah, you know, I'm a Boy Meets World fan. And Feeney, man.
I just can't watch the old Boy Meets World episodes like you do.
Why not?
It's just so bad.
Nuh-uh, they're great.
And like the first season, that opening music just drives me mad.
Well, it's not as bad as the Sabrina music when they changed that up. I didn't like that at all.
That drives me mad for a different reason, though.
That's because she's a horrible person.
It
doesn't learn anything.
The Boy Meets World one sounds like it was composed in like 89
Yeah.
on like a keyboard on a computer. So that's
Probably was.
yeah.
But the show itself is really good.
Well, maybe. I don't know about
Well, season 1 is not the greatest. Season 2 is where it really starts to pick up because they do like the time jump, and so they go to high school instead of. Nobody gives a shit about kids in middle school.
No.
But yeah, no, it's good stuff. Anywho, we have a beer in front of us.
Yep.
So we have Down to Earth. It's a session IPA from 21st Amendment out of California. It comes in at 4.4% ABV. It has an 86 on Beer Advocate. What do you think?
It's I like it actually. It's a nice session IPA. It doesn't nothing really pops out at me. Like granted, I've been drinking their watermelon wheats a little bit, and which are fantastic.
A little bit. I think I killed a 12-pack.
I know. You should I don't go like you can get them. I can't get it in Wisconsin. I think you need to pick me up a 12-pack for me.
Right. Matt had me pick one up on Friday on my way home.
I might have to have you pick me up one too because they're just so delicious.
They're a good summer beer. I don't think we've done that with. We've had to have done that one on the show.
Yeah, I think we did.
But yeah, no, that's just a really good beer that we like. I don't know. They started doing 12-packs now, and so it just seems to be our go-to. I'm okay with it. I had some yesterday that I wasn't like a fan of at all. But this, I don't know, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. I'd give it a 6, I think. Nothing like, because it's not a bad beer. It's just not something I don't think I'd buy it again.
I give it a 7 because it's a good session IPA, but there's nothing special about it really.
Yeah, well, and it's almost too sweet for me. There's a sweetness there that I'm not really caring for a whole lot. But I don't know. I'd rather have Bitter American or something like that. All right. Well, I think if the clock is telling me the things,
Clock should not be talking to
what clocks aren't supposed to talk?
Now,
No.
the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
And Carlos.
you. Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So with news, we did something a little different today because it's just me and Carlos. We each found 3 news stories, and so we'll just kind of go through these, and I'll start us off, and then you can take the next one.
All right.
Josh Green, a student at the University of Central Florida, was swimming in the ocean last Thursday when he felt something latch onto his leg. Our hero did what any God-fearing American would. He gave that shark a good old freedom punch. That's right, he punched a shark.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a shark until I punched it, thinking it was someone messing with me, and then felt the face. Green had to get 18 stitches in his foot, ankle, and calf, according to the publication. A lifeguard told the student that the shark was most likely a black-tip shark. When I hit it, my foot was sort of released, and I just swam to shore as fast as possible. I limped out over to my friends, and they brought me up to the lifeguard.
So wait, so he thought that somebody was like messing with him, and the fact that somebody cuts his like leg open, like, oh, somebody's messing with me.
That's
And,
why
like,
he freedom punched them.
his go-to thing, like if something happens to him, is just punches them.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it worked for him. Of course, I mean, I'm
Mhm.
glad it worked for him, but that's a little odd that his go-to thing is just do a freedom punch.
That's actually a really good go-to.
Oh,
is
yeah?
Freedom punch everything.
Somebody surprises you, freedom punch.
Well, yeah, and you know that if you execute a freedom punch perfectly, eagles start screeching over.
Oh,
you.
yeah?
Yeah, and then a flag drops down. It's pretty awesome.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Have you ever freedom punched something, Carlos?
I've never punched something and had that happen, so no.
Okay, well, you need to work on your freedom punch combos then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're delightful when properly executed.
All right. As many people are aware, Miami is home to quite a few homeless people.
What? No.
Yeah. So many that Miami's Downtown Development Authority spent 8 hours documenting urine and feces deposits in public, and then using those locations to create a map, complete with poop emojis of their locations.
There's a poo map.
Yes, there's a poop map.
Is there an app for the poo map?
I don't know. There might be. I don't know.
Because that is the best app idea. Figure out where the homeless people poop so you can avoid that area.
This was done in response to the feeling that the homeless trust, who are supposed to be, helping the homeless, were just ignoring the homeless instead of helping them. The Downtown Development Authority chairman said that, where do 600 people go to the bathroom every day? Well, there's a map to show you where 600 people go to the bathroom every day. This is a countrywide issue, as you'll see. Maybe maybe there will be a map.
I didn't find any homeless poop today.
Well, maybe
Don't
there'll be
know.
a countrywide app coming soon, so you
Yeah.
can document any.
In New York, the poop map is just everything. Like there's just one big poop emoji on the city of New York.
There's this really thick line of poop going everywhere. Like, oh, that's a subway line.
Pennsylvania man Kevin David Nelson had a pretty bad day last Monday when he went to Roy Rogers, a restaurant in Pennsylvania, and tried to order the mac and cheese. Kevin was then informed that they were out of the mac and cheese, and he totally lost his noodle. He began to curse at the employees and stormed out. After he had calmed down and came back, he came back and tried to order some potatoes. They were also out of potatoes. So Kevin did the only sensible thing, yelled and threw condiment packets at the employees until the police arrived.
He's like a monkey throwing poop.
Right? But can you imagine? First, you really have a hankering for some mac and cheese. And I know you hate mac and cheese for some reason, but which I will never understand. But mac and cheese is kind of one of the greatest things ever. And so you have a hanker for some mac and cheese. You go, and they say they're out of mac and cheese. Understandably, you're a little upset, but you leave, you come back, you've calmed down a bit. You're like, you know what? I'll take a baked potato. And then they say they're out of fucking potatoes. That is 2 items that are completely unrelated on their menu that they're out of. That is uncalled for and ridiculous.
How can you even be out of potatoes? They're like everywhere.
Like you could walk down the street and kick 5 potatoes.
I mean, unless there's like a potato famine going on, you should not be running.
Yeah, no, but it's not in Ireland, so you should be okay.
Yeah.
Fucking starving
Wow.
potatoes. But yeah, no, I don't know. Part of me completely understands his reaction.
Yeah, I can see that it'd be a little ridiculous that they're out.
Though
of,
I would stop
both
throwing
things.
condiment packets before the police arrived.
Yeah, I think I'd probably like leave. Like you have to be throwing condiment packets for quite a while. Cops would throw-
Well, unless they called the cops during the first incident,
Maybe.
and then the second incident happened.
I know.
And they're just like, yeah, at least the cops are coming. We don't have to deal with this for too much longer.
Well, we did a Florida story, so here's a Australia story.
Oh, god damn it.
The southern
Australia is like the Florida of continents.
Australia is great. The southern tablelands in Australia experienced some odd weather earlier this month when millions of spiders rained from the sky.
Jesus, fuck, why?
The spider shower was probably caused by baby spiders, and they have a migration technique where they called ballooning, where they use streams of silk to catch the wind, and they just fly off with the wind.
That is terrifying. Why? I don't want spiders just to be able to rain from the sky. How do you combat that? Flamethrowers?
There was a scientist that talked about it that said that they can literally travel for kilometers. This is Australia, so they use kilometers, which is why every continent has spiders. Everyone. Even in Antarctica, they regularly turn up, but they just die.
Wait, so they all came from Australia?
Well,
All of the spiders
in
came
general
from
are
Australia?
everywhere, right? Actually, it's they're also the first land animals to arrive on new islands after volcanic activity, just because their method of travel.
I hate spiders.
But
so
it was just raining them in Australia.
much. Yeah, but it shouldn't rain spiders. That is a problem.
As far as how the local residents took it, it was just a minor distraction. Says one local resident, Ian Watson. I was annoyed because you couldn't go out without getting spider webs on you. And I've got a beard as well, so they kept getting in my beard.
Fucking spider beard. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, they were mildly annoyed, but
Oh yeah, you know, it's just spiders everywhere.
it's nothing too different though compared to what they usually combat.
Jesus. What I guess, but this is it's like a plague from God is spiders raining from the sky. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's the worst. Don't you just hate when it rains spiders?
And that it's such a common occurrence that everyone's just slightly annoyed by it instead of terrified. If that happened here, Carlos, people would be screaming in the streets, yelling about the second coming.
Well, you do see spider things all over the place, like forests that just get filled up with webs, and well, it just happens
Yeah.
sometimes.
But they don't rain from the goddamn sky.
Yeah, they do apparently.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to.
Well, like it was a surprise for them in Australia too, just because it doesn't normally.
It doesn't sound like it was a surprise.
Well,
It
that's-
sounded like it was about as surprising as when it rains and you weren't expecting it to.
Well, yeah, but they usually
Yeah,
have to
except
deal with
these are
all.
fucking
They have to deal with
spiders.
all sorts of random shit in Australia. All right, this is really just another drop in the bucket.
It's like somebody's telling them leave.
They're not wanted there,
No,
but
they're
they just
not.
don't. They don't get the hint. I think that's the best
They're
part.
not- Jesus, holy cow, that's terrifying.
Oh, I don't know what I'd do. If that happened here, I probably would never go outside again.
That's all you're waiting for, Carlos, is a fucking excuse.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I should ever have to have a reason to go outside if I see that it's raining spiders.
No, oh God, no. Yeah, no, I'd be right there with you. Like, do you use an umbrella? Like, how do you?
I suppose if you have a beard, like you want to put something around your beard so they don't get in it.
Yeah, you need like like one of those hairnet things.
Yeah, because you don't want a spider beard.
No, that sounds terrifying. I don't want a spider beard. Oh, goddamn spiders, man.
You just walk everywhere like you're you're just trailing like this growing these streams of webbing are just coming from your beard. Like, yeah, there's spiders in my beard.
They just live there now.
I might have to like get some spray and like take care of them eventually. But I got things to do.
Don't have time to take care of my spider beard. Jesus. Police in Mount Morris, New York, apprehended 3 burglary suspects Sunday by following a trail of macaroni salad they left behind while making their getaway.
Macaroni salad?
Yes. In a release published Monday morning, the Livingston County Sheriff's Office reports thieves broke in and stole a cash register from Bilderberger restaurant, along with the establishment's entire surveillance system and a large bowl of macaroni salad. Deputies were hot on the criminals' trail, literally, as they attempted to escape via the nearby Greenway Trail. Found along the trail were cash register parts, surveillance system parts, rubber gloves, loose change, and a steady trail of macaroni salad. The sheriff's office said. It was later discovered that the suspects stole a large bowl of macaroni salad, which they took turns eating along their escape route. Officers arrested Matthew Sepetko, James Marullo, and Tim Walker Jr. By early Sunday afternoon. The 3 have been charged with 3rd-degree burglary, 3rd-degree criminal mischief, and 4th-degree grand larceny.
Well, littering.
Yeah, no, they did not get any littering. I think, okay, so you're escaping from the police. How high do you have to be like, dude, this macaroni salad's so good?
All right, first of all, what the hell is macaroni salad?
You've never had macaroni salad?
No.
How have you not had macaroni salad?
I hear macaroni and it's like, that sounds horrible.
No, it's like macaroni noodles.
All right.
And like peas and carrots and cheese, like blocks of cheese. It's kind of like that pasta shell salad, with like and then like a mayo, like all mixed together.
Also, this is your second macaroni story of the day.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure that in the past we've also had stories about macaroni. Like, is there something on your mind?
I really like
times?
macaroni. I kind of want some macaroni, Carlos. I really, really like macaroni. What? What's wrong with macaroni?
It's disgusting.
No, it's delicious. What? Okay, we need to get to the bottom of this right now. Why don't you like macaroni and cheese? Like, what is it? All right, well, let's break it down. You like noodles.
And some times.
You like spaghetti.
Yeah.
You like lasagna.
Yeah. Well.
Oh,
actually,
no, you don't like lasagna.
I can eat
You're
it.
a freak.
Some of that cheese is disgusting.
Some of the cheese, it's fucking ricotta, which is delicious.
Oh, some of that cheese can be disgusting in the lasagna. And oftentimes, macaroni and cheese can be disgusting.
No, it can't. It is just delicious, especially if you take hot dogs and cut them into little pieces and put it inside of the macaroni.
That sounds horrible.
No, it is the greatest thing ever.
No, that is not true at all.
Yeah, it is. Name something better than that.
Well,
that you
there's
could eat as a
lot of
5-year-old.
A hamburger.
I think I would take macaroni and cheese with little hot dogs.
You are a horrible person.
No, macaroni and cheese, and it has to be Kraft macaroni and cheese. None of this off-brand bullshit, unless you're doing Velveeta shells.
No, hamburgers were amazing when I was a kid. Well, they're still amazing now. But
I don't know, man. Mac and cheese with little hot dogs cut up in it. It's the only way to eat hot dogs.
anyways, in what is undoubtedly good news for a very small number of people, and likely to cause seething hatred in others, like me, the notorious free-to-play time waster Candy Crush Saga will be coming pre-installed on copies of Windows 10. It will automatically be installed for those who upgrade or download Windows 10.
I don't know why that would make you angry.
That's horrible. I don't want that on my Windows.
Then uninstall it.
Yeah, I'll have to go and uninstall it.
That's like getting mad that solitaire is on your computer.
I'm sorry. So people can get mad about what was that one album that was given to everybody for free?
The
on
U2?
iTunes? Yeah.
Okay, that one was a little irritating because it downloaded to your phone without asking.
Yeah, and this is putting Candy Crush Saga on your
But
computer.
we're
without
already
asking.
used to bloatware on computers.
Yes, but when it comes to games on Windows, there's only a couple that are allowed.
Minesweeper.
Free Cell, Solitaire, Minesweeper, and Ski Free. Nothing else.
I think Candy Crush is now allowed.
No,
I think it is, Carlos.
that is horrible.
Your article just said it was allowed,
It should not be though.
but it is.
There are other Windows games that used to be that. There's a whole bunch of them that actually have periodically been on.
And Ski Free hasn't been on anything since 3.1.
And that's a damn shame.
I don't think that's a damn shame at all.
Yeah, it is.
No, that game was bullshit.
It was bullshit, but it was fun bullshit. All right.
It was really irritating bullshit.
Yeah.
The stupid fucking monster comes out of nowhere and gobbly-goos you up.
So was Hearts. That I don't know how that works.
No, you know what was a better game? Rodent's Revenge.
I don't think that was.
That was an amazing game,
I
Carlos.
don't know. Was it a pre-installed game?
Yes, it was.
I know.
You had the little mouse, and you had to eat the cheese before the cat ate you, but you could block the cat by pushing the blocks around.
Sounds familiar, but I
Or
don't think
Chips Challenge, another great game. Way better than your fucking goobly goob monster game.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about now.
Talking about the monster that goobly goos you up.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's Ski Free.
Oh, Ski Free. All right. You're just talking nonsense here. I was like, what?
Yeah, well, you don't like macaroni and cheese.
Ski Free is an older game. All right.
So is Chips Challenge
That's I didn't say anything bad about Chips Challenge.
and Rodent's Revenge.
That's fine, but they're not necessary. Free Cell Solitaire, and I'm not a big fan of Minesweeper.
Fun fact: they were not installed on Windows 8.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know why. I mean, it's not exactly like there's a copyright on Free Cell or Solitaire.
No, you have to go into the Windows Store and download something.
And these are card games that have been around for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It doesn't bother me.
It bothers me.
Well, Carlos, I don't know why. Spiders falling from the sky don't bother you, but this bothers you?
Well, I think it's kind of funny. Spiders falling from the sky.
No, that's terrifying.
No, it's terrifying, but it's kind of funny at the same time.
Like I think we need to focus on what we need to be upset about. Restaurants not having macaroni and cheese and spiders falling from the sky are way higher up on the list.
Let's be honest. If spiders falling from the sky became an actual, like a regular occurring weather event, people would adjust.
They would, but they shouldn't have to. That shouldn't be something you should ever adjust to. Fucking spiders fall. It's like the ants who somehow build rafts and cross oceans. Like, no.
Well, speaking of Australia, we have our discussion topic for the day.
Topic?
I
Okay.
think we're done with the news, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we are. Unless we're going to talk about some macaroni and cheese.
No,
No?
I think I can do without
Or
that.
macaroni salad?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we just saw Mad Max like 3 hours ago.
Oh yeah,
Not super long ago. And what'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I had a blast.
I thought it was fun. As of this recording, it still has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is insane.
How many people are thumbs downing it right now?
Let's look.
Because I don't know. It feels like almost at this point the people saying that it's bad are saying that just so they can be a couple of these select few of people saying that it's bad.
Just want to hipster it up.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Thumbs down. I don't know. Where do you see the numbers? 4.
4. All right, so same as it was a couple days ago.
Yep.
Oh, so much fun.
4 people don't like this film. That's funny.
4 review. And that's like amazing. Like you don't see that.
No, yeah. No, it's I feel like it's just been a really it was just a fun movie.
Yeah.
There was very little exposition. There was very little dialogue at all.
Well, what exposition was it, like set up the world just fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, things went to shit. Hey, there's water. Water's important. There's gas.
Gas is important. There's bullets. Those are also important.
Hey, there's this mutant guy who like wants his slave woman back.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the entire story. Actually.
Mad Max spends he said the Bane mask again. Because
Yep.
it was the actor that played Bane. So I don't know, like what exposition there was great. I enjoyed him as Mad Max. Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy was the.
It was a fun film.
And then Imperiosa Fury. Oh no, it was I can't remember.
Furiosa.
Furiosa. Like it was played by Charlize Theron. She did a great job. Like
She
just
did a
being a
fantastic
badass.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, all the makeup was really well done. The effects are great. The stunts were just a blast.
Yeah.
It was a great popcorn flick.
Oh, these stunts were some of the most insane things I've seen, and it was the whole movie. The movie was stunts.
Yeah, that's all it was. Was just car stunts the entire time. I mean, it was a Mad Max film. It's kind of what we expected.
There was a biker gang of grannies. Like, how often do you see that?
That was a little odd.
That was great.
just a bunch of grannies.
It's like, oh yeah, that's the thing.
So yeah, I don't really know if there's much else to say about that film other than that.
Yeah, I think
Like,
we
just
should
how
watch
good
it.
it
Like,
is.
was
Yeah.
a blast.
But that kind of brings us, or that ties into our discussion topic, where we're going to talk about different apocalyptic worlds and scenarios and how we would survive. And not necessarily survive, but what kinds of things would happen. So I'm going to start us off, Carlos,
All right.
and tie it directly into a news story. Spiders falling from the sky becomes a regular thing, and they're taking over the world.
And I think that we'd adjust really easily.
I don't think we would.
Look, it's just because there's spiders
There's
everywhere,
spiders everywhere.
that does not mean that we're gonna die.
Uh-huh.
It means there'd be a lot less mosquitoes. And you know,
What if the spiders
I
start
think
eating
I take-
people?
that's not as well. It'll
Yeah, no,
happen
because
somewhat.
what's going to happen is the spiders are going to keep falling from the sky, and then we're going to retaliate by trying to nuke the spiders. The spiders are going to retaliate by becoming irradiated and huge, and then eating us, and then we can't retaliate against that.
Do you know what the moral of the story of that is?
Nuke all the spiders faster.
Nukes are bad. That's the moral of the story. Then
No, spiders
live
are
and
bad.
let live.
No, spiders are bad.
Look, honestly, I would take spiders over mosquitoes. I lived in North Carolina. Mosquitoes are horrible.
Carlos, you live next to like the mosquito capital of the world, Minnesota.
No, there was more in North Carolina.
I don't think. Have you ever been outside in Minnesota?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I remember playing baseball, and that was also horrible because there's mosquitoes everywhere. You're standing in a field. Oh, look, I'm a living object with blood standing in this empty field. Come bite me. And dinner served.
I still think spiders falling from the sky would be more, or would be worse.
I think they called the game, so I wouldn't have to keep playing baseball. So there's a
So there's a silver lining to spiders invading.
yeah.
Like, especially if they're communist spiders.
I don't think that spiders can be communist.
Yeah, well, Putin is going to brainwash these spiders, and they're going to become communist spiders, and
They
they're
don't-
going to
They
invade.
don't really have
And-
brains. They can't be
and then-
brainwashed.
You don't know that. These are engineered Russian commie spiders.
That does not make any sense at all.
Yeah, huh?
What does a communist spider even do?
It attacks freedom from the skies, and then you have to go Wolverines and attack it.
What's different from regular spiders?
These are red.
I don't know. I think like people would adjust really easily.
I don't think so.
Like surprisingly easy. Like, oh, they just start putting like bug nets on their windows and on doors at all times. Like maybe
Okay,
like,
yeah, no, Carlos, that's fine with a
spray yourself
regular.
down with water
You
before
know,
you're walking inside.
That's fine for a regular amount of falling spiders.
I'm talking about like if it becomes like a weather pattern.
I'm talking about just constantly. Like you have feet and feet of spiders outside.
Well, then you better start learning to like to eat spiders because that's what we're gonna have to eat now.
No one eats spiders.
Well, then you're gonna starve because the spiders eat everything else.
See? And then they're going to start eating people.
They're probably gonna eat spiders because there's a lot more spiders around than people.
Yeah, but the people will be more delicious.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah, and then we're going to get hunted down.
Let's be honest though, in most of these post-apocalyptic scenarios, you and me are both probably gonna be eaten already.
That's ridiculous.
In this case, it was spiders.
Yeah.
Most cases, it's probably gonna be cannibals.
Why do you think cannibals are just going to
Cannibals
happen?
Are always just gonna
No,
happen.
I don't think cannibals are a thing that just happens.
Cannibals are always a thing.
No. Why?
I think people are like one bad day away from becoming a cannibal.
No, maybe you are with you calling babies emergency food rations.
I'm not the one that called the whole type of food baby back ribs, am I?
They aren't actual babies.
Well, I'm never going to eat them, so I will never know.
Jesus. What do you mean you've never had baby back ribs?
No,
But they're delicious with
Well-
barbecue sauce.
that's horrible, Casey. I don't know.
No, they're not actual babies.
Then why is it called baby back ribs?
That's just what they're called.
They're just called that.
That's just what they're called.
Well, they're just called that, and there's no babies involved at all.
No, well, I mean maybe baby animals.
Well, that's fine if it's baby animals, as long as it's not baby animal humans.
All right, hang on.
You're not going to actually look up to see whether they're actually humans.
No, they're pork. All right, baby back ribs, also back ribs or loin ribs, are taken from the top of the rib cage between the spine and the spare ribs, below the loin muscles. The designation baby indicates the cuts are from market weight hogs, 240 to 270 pounds, rather than adult hogs,
That's
500
massive. How is
to 650 pounds.
what? I think their definition of baby is a little off there.
Well, it's about half the weight of an adult.
Their babies weigh more than me. All right, I think there's something wrong with that.
No, they're pigs.
Yeah, but still, little tiny pig things like
Piglets?
babe.
Yeah, he was a pig in the city. So he was on a very strict diet, and he was having martinis with lunch, and just sticking to clear alcohols.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, a typical rack has 10 to 13 bones.
So that's right. When the spiders come, they'll take the baby back ribs first
Why?
because they're spiders and they'll eat stuff.
I know. And then we're next because we're gonna get that because apparently people taste like pig.
Who knows about that? I don't know.
Then why would they call it long pig, Carlos?
I don't know.
Because we probably taste like pigs.
I don't want to get in the mind of a.
A cannibal?
No.
Why? You're apparently one bad day away from being one.
So are you?
No, I'm not.
You say that, but the deniers have become the worst cannibals.
I'm just a secret cannibal.
Well, that's horrible.
No, I don't think I could do it, Carlos.
What? The spiders?
No, eat it. Well, yeah, I couldn't do the spiders, and I don't think I could eat people.
I think I'd take the spiders over like radiation any day.
See,
Radioactive wastelands are.
they're
Alright.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Like I saw the 100. I know it's not good.
What? What you mean when they send a bunch of kids down to the Earth and like, oh, hey, look,
100 years later,
things are fine.
no, they're not fine. Have you watched any of that show?
Is there radiation everywhere?
Yeah.
Like, are they dying from cancer?
No, because they've been exposed to space radiation for so long.
What?
What?
So they're immune to Earth radiation now.
No.
That's
No.
what happened.
Kinda.
That's so stupid.
No. So
That's not how radiation works.
no. So over the generations that they spent on the spaceship, yeah, or no, there's higher radiation levels in space than there is on Earth, and so you do like over generations you would build up some sort of tolerance to it. Your body would get used to it, and so like there's the levels on Earth aren't super high, but the people who have been living underground in like super filtered stuff, if they're exposed to the slightly radiated air, they die.
Ah. So you're saying that the assholes who escaped to space, they're still winning?
Yeah. Well, they didn't escape to space. They were already in space when everything happened.
Ah.
And then, then the assholes who went underground really got fucked.
I'm pretty sure that,
And-
they adjusted to the radiation by just becoming giant things of cancer.
Maybe.
They're just walking cancer sores.
I don't think they are.
They might be.
No, that's kind of what the grounders can look like.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the point of living underground if you're still
No,
going
no. The grounders are the people who live on the surface.
Ah.
The people who live underground, they live in Mount Weather, so they were called Mount Weather. Or the mountain men is what the grounders called them. But it's okay because spoilers, they all got massacred.
That's not a surprise. Was it by the kids?
It was by one of the leader of the kids. So what was happening was the mountain people started harvesting the kids' bone marrow to inject into themselves as a cure for the radiation.
I don't think that's
just
the thing
just go with it, okay?
Right.
It's a WB sci-fi show and it's fun.
yeah, actually, it sounds like fun. I don't want to watch it now.
It's just ridiculous the entire time. And so instead of letting her people get massacred, she opened all the vents and killed all of the mountain people, including all their children. It got really dark.
I want to watch this now. That's great.
And then next season, there's some sort of AI who wants to shoot off more nukes.
Well, that's right, because they're immune to cancer, apparently.
Don't think they're immune to explosions.
Well, there's only so many nukes left, I would probably.
They found one.
How many of them have to work even at, like, who's maintaining them?
One of the guy they brought one down with the spaceship.
Why?
It was an accident.
You accidentally brought a nuke with you? How do you even do that?
It was a whole crazy series of events.
It just happened. They brought a nuke with us.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, then the one guy went crazy, and
so there's somebody that was maintaining the nukes in space? Why?
I don't know.
Things are already fucked down there. You don't have to maintain these nukes anymore.
I think I don't know what they were using them for.
They were using them for something besides
I'm
blowing
sure they
stuff.
were.
That doesn't make any sense.
They were on a space station. It's not like they had stuff.
Yeah, it's not like they had anything to
They
blow
were on a
up.
space station for 100 years.
My God, that fuck.
Yeah. The 100 is, if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend that you just get past the first couple of episodes and you'll be hooked. I guarantee it. Just because it's so bonkers, you just have to see what happens next.
So this is what that one show without the power was supposed to be like.
Revolution?
Yeah.
See, I liked that one, and I was sad when it got canceled after the second season because the second it ended on a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I hate it when shows end on a cliffhanger. Makes me really upset because I need to know what happens next.
Yeah.
But oh well.
I kind of want
I'll
to watch
never know.
100 now, so I'll have to add that to my Netflix list.
Yeah, I know. Once you get past the fact that it's just a bunch of like beautiful people boning other beautiful people,
But they're cancer underneath the surface, though.
there might be cancer. You have no idea. Well, and then there was a storyline. There was like a love interest storyline between one of the mountain people and one of the sky people or the space people, and then like he totally wanted to put his cancer dick in her.
But which one was the girl? Was the human
Yeah.
Earth dweller? All right.
Yep. Yeah, but then she got killed when Clark killed everybody. So, yeah.
It was probably never going to work because he's just radiating cancer everywhere he
Well,
walks.
no, they could get they were decontaminated and living there for a while.
Radiation does not go away quite that. You're still giving off all these.
Don't worry about it, Carl. Stop trying to.
They're shooting
Make sense of the
protons
100.
everywhere. I mean,
Yeah, but they were space protons.
that doesn't fix things at all.
Yeah, well, it was all contained in their bone marrow, and so when you harvest all of their bone marrow,
Bone marrow does not work anymore.
yeah, it's super duper bone marrow.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and then they would inject it with other people, and then they could go outside.
Don't think that's how anything works.
Yeah.
at
Well,
all.
and to treat their radiation burns and stuff,
Yep.
they were draining grounders of blood and just doing blood transfusions, and it would just make their burns magically go away.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It makes perfect sense.
That's just magic.
But it's in the future.
Of course.
And they only have like normal technology.
Yeah, normal technology that doesn't magic.
Yeah. Well, and then the other people just have swords.
But they also have magic blood, apparently.
Well, it's because they have ground radiation,
Also, if
which
you're
isn't as good as space radiation.
all right, so they're taking the surface dwellers. They're taking their blood, their radiation-filled blood, and pulling it into their bodies that apparently are like really weak to radiation, and that's
It
healing
cures
them.
them. Yeah.
No, that doesn't. that's not
That's gonna be your face the entire time you're watching this, and you're gonna love every minute of it.
the hell?
She's like, no, what? No. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to wrap up. You think so?
Yeah. But hey, if anybody wants more apocalyptic stuff, check out Mad Max. That was
Yeah, Mad Max was a lot of fun. And watch the 100. All right, guys. If you'd like to support us, head on over to blindninjastudios.com and click on the Become a Patron link at the bottom of the homepage, or go to patreon.com/blindninjastudios. Even $1 a month really helps us out. Or if you're going to do any Amazon shopping, go to blindninjastudios.com and click on the Amazon link at the bottom of the homepage. Just do your regular shopping, and Amazon gives us a little bit of a kickback for sending you to Amazon through our link. All right, if you have any questions, comments, show ideas, or what have you, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindninjastudios.com, or shoot us a message on Facebook at facebook.com/blindninjastudios, or you can find us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And I'll see you guys next week. Did you want the rest of this? Okay, that's fine. I drank too much yesterday. So